Every year you promise yourself.
Yes.
You'll keep your spending under control. Maybe this year it'll be better. We'll see with our next guest who's going to give us some tips.
Money expert Melissa Leong joins us with some tips to curb and control your holiday spending this year. Good morning and congratulations on your little addition coming in the new year.
Yes, after the holidays.
Yeah, after the holidays.
Another gift.
So I love that you say we have to start to plan ahead to avoid what you call the January hangover.
Yes, it's very easy to get caught up in the holiday spirit. I get it. You're excited and you overindulge. But if you wait until the last minute, desperation does not fuel good decisions.
Yeah.
So start early with your planning, start early with your budget.
Is it one of those things, almost think about January of this year or January coming up for Christmas of next year? You can get a lot of deals on things that you might use for the holidays.
I like you. That's very early planning. That's
yeah, it's
great.
flipped. I do not plan that far ahead.
You know, it's still November. I mean, I would create a budget. I would figure out how much you want to spend this holiday season and then allocate that budget to the things that are important to you. So for me, what's important to me is spending time with my family and friends. And so I spend most of my budget on food.
And I love that you also say you have to track it. That's the hardest thing to do to keep yourself honest, because then you're in the store, inevitably you're like, somebody might need that. That's cute.
Yes.
And then you don't even know who you're giving it to, and you're spending, it all adds up, so much money on that other stuff.
Absolutely.
So have a list. When you do have those dinners, you say there are cost-cutting measures. For example, and I love this, have a potluck or a buffet.
Yes, and so people think, oh, that defeats the purpose of hosting, right? You just ask people to bring food. But there are ways to make your potluck fancier without breaking the bank. You can, so buffets use these kinds of tactics. They add risers, so they put books underneath, tablecloth, and so there's visual, some visual interest there, and then you can pile the food up. Most plentiful, cheapest foods at the beginning of the line, cheapest foods at the end of the line.
And most precious up top?
Precious, maybe handheld on a platter. And so people like me will say, I'll just have one. Versus the just scoop into my plate, which is, if no one's looking, is what I will do. It's very smart.
And also things like decorations as well. When you're setting up, you have to think about that and think about prices for it.
Right, and so I've been to a lot of my friends' houses, and sometimes they decorate in all different places, but for the greatest bang for your buck, concentrate all of your decor in one place.
So create an area.
Yes, where people maybe mingle, where the food is. That's where I am.
Yeah, same.
And so put it all in the dining room or maybe at the doorway.
And I love that you say you can repurpose things like generic looking stuff. So you just have white lights as opposed to maybe Christmas colored lights and a vase, and you could throw ornaments in there, and then you could throw something else on another holiday. So it can be repurposed throughout the year.
Absolutely. Also, sometimes people are just bored with their decor. If you're just feeling like you need to buy a whole bunch of new things, ask your sister-in-law, ask your best friend to swap decor just for the season. That might, freshen up the space. You're not spending any more money, but...
You also say take advantage of loyalty programs, because there are all these points that you forget about that could be put towards gifts.
Yes, and so when you're buying gifts, I mean, people's biggest chunk of their budget usually goes to gift giving. And so you can log into your Air Miles, for example, and see how many miles you have and use those to get restaurant gift cards, merchandise from their gift guide. They have movie tickets. Also, again, shop early, take advantage of sales, take advantage of free shipping. And at the beginning of the year, I actually send out an email that says, no gifts, guys. No gifts for my son. He has thousands of toys. Just let's hang out. Let's spend some time together.
That's what we do here. You're going to be part of it this year, the Secret Santa.
Yes.
So you only get the one
I'm
gift.
excited about this.
And it's so much fun. You're right, you're laughing.
And it's a fun game, and it gets everybody involved, right?
Exactly. And also, I know this book isn't out yet, but thank you so much for letting us see it. It's called Happy Go Money. It actually hits shelves and is available online in January.
Yes.
So will you be back to talk about it?
Yes, I'm here. I'm going to be back to talk about how you can be happier in the new year with your money.
Okay, especially if we do end up overspending a little.
That might happen, but we'll talk about it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Did you manage to stay on budget?
I'm really good this year because I've cut my gift budget down. I have almost no gifts to buy.
Perfect.
She's preparing for an extension
I have other
of the
things
family.
I got to spend money on.
Yes. Okay.
Melissa, thank you very much.
Thanks, Melissa.
Let's head upstairs now to Mel. Mel.